My name is Kelly. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I am an overlander. So I've been using the Combar for 3 trips now, and then I had one full day of where I just ran it through its paces. I pushed the limits of what I think this thing, just having something in hand you can grab quickly and just get the job done. It's got the hammer. Digging a fire pit, it's got the spade here. Splitting firewood, it's got the axe. Making a fire, it's got the knife and the handle. Cutting down branches on the trail, it's got the saw and the handle. So my general thought on the Combar is that it is a finely crafted tool. This is not just a piece of kit that you can buy willy-nilly. This is craftsmanship at its finest. Everything works great. The tolerances are very, very tight. You don't have slop when you're using it, and it feels good in hand. When you split firewood with it, it just works. You don't have to worry about, is the blade sharp enough? Am I gonna, cut my hand? It just works. There's no really other way to explain it than whatever task you need this for, it makes it happen. If you guys are interested and you like what you're seeing today, check me out on YouTube. It's Adventure Built. And I'm also on Instagram, adventurebuilt_. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Hey, it's Seth from Gerber, and this is the Ultimate Fixed Blade. When you're braving the outdoors, it's about working smarter, not harder. That sentiment is reflected in the knowledge you possess, but also the gear you bring along. The Ultimate Fixed Blade is designed to meet your basic survival needs: food, shelter, and fire. This multi-purpose knife corrals multiple tools into one smart design. The full-tang blade has a partially serrated edge to handle a multitude of tasks and materials. Warmth isn't an issue, with a fire-striking edge that pairs with the included ferrocerium rod. Long-haul days call for comfort as well as function. A rubber overmold handle reduces hot spots, lashing holes keep the knife secure, and an emergency whistle could save the day. The sheath not only houses the knife safely, it also includes an integrated sharpener for on-the-go touch-ups. The ferrocerium rod snaps into the sheath until called into action. Take control of your reality in the wild. Like all Gerber products, the Ultimate Fixed Blade is backed by the Gerber Guarantee.
You have to have a medical kit of some kind. I recently reviewed a kit from my friends over at Surviveware. Really nice, large first aid kit. That is my new home kit. And this here is a really nice kit I just picked up. This is their trauma kit. All right, before we actually go inside, let's look at the outside. It is a very strong, sturdy nylon material. On the back here, we do have, I love grab handles. I have a thing for grab handles. We have 2 metal D-rings to mount in your car, a camper, if you want, maybe somewhere inside a Jeep. We also have some PALS webbing. These here are called PALS webbing. A lot of people get those mixed up. This is PALS webbing. And then we have Molly straps, which are buttoned on, sewn on the top, buttoned on at the bottom. So if you have a pack like I have, I actually have a water bottle holder on there now. But if you have a pack like the ones that I use, they're going to have the PALS loaded with stuff. Go check them out. Links in the box below, all right? Bye.
We set out for a better way to camp. A camp where setup is easy, gear is organized, and fumbling with knots is a thing of the past. Introducing the Camp Line Kit. Whether you're camping in a tent, RV, or hammock, this lightweight kit brings organization and ease to camp life. It includes 2 lightweight camp carabiners, reflective paracord, 2 line tensioners, and easy-to-follow instructions. With a couple of trees or car racks, anybody can hang and tension a camp line. Simply tie a figure 8 knot and pull the cord through the slots as numbered. Repeat with the other side and slide the tensioners until the line is taut. Hang gear and keep it from sliding with the camp carabiner. It attaches with a simple twist and is anchored in place once you hang an item. Use it with backpacks and lanterns or dry towels, clothes, and boots. Within minutes, you'll have a fully functional camp line that you can also use at home. We also built in an electronics attachment. Simply remove the paracord adapter and hang compatible lights and speakers. Next time you go camping, hang a line, organize your gear, and get on to the fun part. Make camp life better with the Camp Line Kit.
Hey everybody, today I want to show you the Surviveware fire starter. So this is the box that it comes in. If you're going to give this as a gift to anybody, it's going to look good under that Christmas tree. But here's the meat of the product. You've got a 15.5-foot paracord handle. So if you're out on the trails, need some rope, this is going to be your go-to tool. The ferro rod itself is really thick. You're going to be able to use this for 12 to 15,000 times. So it's going to last really long. If you need an emergency, that's going to be more than enough, even if you need to practice a little. Then we've got our scraper. It's got a bit of a multi-tool going. It's a bottle opener. And over here, you've got a serrated edge that you're going to use to take off the magnesium and put it onto your tinder to help you get your fire started. At the top, you've got your flat edge and that you're going to use to actually create the sparks. Then we've got a whistle, just the classic old whistle. It's quite easy to use. There's a lot of other fire starters on the market. They put the whistle at the top and it looks really nice and it's compact, but no one knows how to use it. And if you're in the wild and you need to attract someone's attention, you need to blow that whistle. But I'm going to take this out. I'm going to show you how I make a fire out of nothing. So yeah, let's head out. Over here, I've got some tinder that I'm going to use. It's just dry leaves. It's so hot outside, I can pick up anything and I know it's going to burn. I just walked past this. This is going to be really great to my fire. It's really dry and it's going to take a really nice fuel. So I'm adding this to my pouch. I'm just getting a few twigs. If you're in the wild and you're working with wet steel, you're going to need to build a wood rack and have a fire underneath it so that the one fire is drying the rest of your wood for your next fire. So then that needs a bit more work, but all of this is really dry. I need a few big ones. You can see there, shade is just coming off from using this serrated edge. And you'll see if the ferro rod is black on the outside, but the magnesium is silver gray color. So when you take this, the outer side off.
Is a Platypus Quickdraw uncloggable? Today I'm talking about the brand new Platypus Quickdraw water filter, and specifically whether or not you can clog it up, which I'll talk about in a minute. But before I do, I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that I really like about this filter. But if you want to jump ahead to my attempted clogging, well then follow the timestamp on your screen. Here are all the things about the Platypus Quickdraw that I like. Quickdraw is fast. In fact, after several time trials, the fastest I was able to filter a liter of water was 18 seconds, which is really pretty impressive. Now, it took me several tries to get it to filter that fast, and it seems to go faster when the filter fibers are fully wet. But even though the Quickdraw is fast, it's really not practical to filter with it that fast. To get the 18-second liter that I was talking about, I was having to aggressively squeeze this bag to the point that it actually hurt my hands. And I was practically just filtering straight onto the ground, because if you try to filter into a smart water bottle or anything like that, it's pretty easy to create a seal and create positive pressure inside the bottle, which slowed down the filter speeds. In real world use, I think probably a more realistic casual speed is around 34 seconds for a liter, which might make you wonder, well, then what's the point? And really what I think the speed equates to is just ease of passing water through the filter. I remember the first time that I ever used one of those life straws and how hard it was to get water to pass through it. I think the Quickdraw speed really boils down to less effort to filter the same amount of water. Versatility. So speaking of speed, I really don't believe that the Quickdraw is the fastest on the market. I actually think the Katadyn B-Free, even though I've never used one, is a little bit faster. But where I think the Quickdraw outperforms other filters is in its versatility. Platypus has designed the Quickdraw with two different thread types. One that will screw on the top of smart water bottles, Canuck bags, Sawyer bags, or anything with a standard 28mm thread size. But they also have their own thread pattern that works with a variety of Platypus bags and reservoirs designed to give you just a little bit larger opening when collecting water. You can also use it as a gravity filter, or you can stick the dirty end straight into a stream and drink lying on your belly if you're into that sort of thing. Cleaning. You can clean and backflush the filter without any special tools. And so the first way that Platypus recommends cleaning this filter is simply fill a dirty bag about a quarter of the way full with clean water and shake it back and forth to dislodge particles in the filter. And I actually found this to be pretty effective, and I'll talk about that. And as always, thanks for watching.